It's opening day, and first I just wanted to say I forgot to edit the league structure in the offseason, and this is something that could happen where the league stays the same even with two expansion teams for a year or two, and then they edit the structure. I will edit the league structure next offseason, and the only thing is that, the West will have one more team this year for the AL, and the Central have one more team this year for the NL. And the NL used to have 16 teams compared to the 14 in the AL pretty recently, until Houston, who was in the NL Central, went to the AL West to even it out. Okay, now let's go to roster. CJ's batting stats, pitching. Okay. So here's our 26-man roster. Hayden Mullins, he's going to get the day one start, and I hope that he can really get back to where he was. Dylan Cease, I forget how to say it. Why is it low? That's weird. We're going to request a scouting report on him. He's going to be the second starter. Kevin Gossman, he's going to be the third starter. We brought him in. Did I show us bringing him in? I don't think I did, yeah. We traded Ian Happ and Victor Azor for Gossman, if I didn't say that, because it didn't make sense to keep Ian Happ. It was a bit of a salary move as well. Here, I'll go to transactions because there's a few moves I made without really saying. We'll show the last one if I go down. Here it is. Okay, so we traded Zach Eflin and a no-name prospect for Tanner Rainey so that we could save money, and because Eflin had not been good. And then our most recent move, which was made today, you do see some opening day trades in baseball. You saw another one right there, right under us. We traded Ian Happ and Victor Azor for Kevin Gossman because we had a lot of infielders / outfielders. We could use a guy like Gossman. Ian Happ, we have 3 years. They're retaining 65% of his deal, Gossman's, so we are making money on the deal, and it's only 2 years of Gossman, so I thought it made sense fiscally. Alex Tice is going to be our fourth guy, and the rookie Ricky Apodaca is going to be fifth. Then in the bullpen, Brandon Birdsell, Ryan Johnson, Brian Matoyer, Dylan Floro, Jordan Romero, Jacob Kostashok, Tommy Gertner, Durbin Feltman, and AJ Minter coming back off injury. All of this can change and probably will change throughout the year based on who's doing well and who's doing bad. Our pitching, especially our bullpen, is our biggest weakness. Now let's go to lineups. So, catcher, it's going to be Drew Romo, who keeps getting better. Drew Romo. Reese McGuire going to be behind him, a solid backup. Jordan Villar's, the Rule 5 draft pick from the Phillies, smashed the ball in the minors, all levels combined. He was a beast in 2022, a beast in 2024 with dingers. We're going to bring him in and try to start him at first base. Behind him, Ryan Vlade, don't worry about that. Whit Merrifield is going to start at second base. Remember, we signed him in the offseason. Mauricio Dubon is going to be the backup infielder. We're going to try and hide Andrew Pinter at third base. He's a better third baseman ratings-wise than Merrifield, so I'm going to try to hide him there. He also play the outfield a little bit, too. Ezeko Tovar, he's going to go to shortstop, or stay at shortstop, I should say. Zach Veen, we all know Zach Veen. We all love Zach Veen if he can stay healthy, only 23. He's going to be in left field. Byron Buxton's going to be in center. In right field, Ryan Vlade. That doesn't make sense. I want Soto in right field. I thought I said that. Guess I didn't, right? Because Soto is a better defender than Vlade. Fix that quickly. Yeah. Okay, Juan Soto is going to be in right field. He's a monster. I am so excited for him. Incredible ratings. Big money deal. But I think he's worth it. Only 26 years old. Got a scouting report just to make sure we're perfect on him. And Ryan Vlade at the DH. I think our offense is great. I think we are ready to go. I think we're ready to win. Show some improvement. Get a wild card spot. Probably not the division. Let's watch opening day. Or I guess see the opening day highlights. And hopefully it's the start of what can be our first year as a winning organization. it's time for the highlights. It's going to be Milwaukee coming to Colorado. Already 2 outs. Man on second. Whit Merrifield, the leadoff guy. We're facing Corbin Burns, who has won not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 straight NL Cy Youngs. So Zach Veen at the plate. 1 ball on him. He rips a ball into right field. That's going to be extra bases, and it's going to score Whit Merrifield. So Colorado gets the draws first blood in the game as they're up 1-0 because of Veen. Now, bottom of the second inning. 2 outs, nobody on. Drew Romo drives one opposite way, high, deep, and gone. So 2-0. Milwaukee already down in the second inning. And hey, 2 runs in 2 innings off the 4-time in a row defending Cy Young Award winner. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now, Byron Buxton up in the bottom of the third. Corbin Burns still in the game. How many pitches does he have? It does not say. He's already given up 10, don't look down there. Anyway, Byron Buxton up at the plate. Bases loaded. He's going to hit a ball right into the right field gap. That's going to stop right near the wall. That's going to score at least 2, maybe 3. It does. Clearing the bases with a double. 5-0 over the Rockies. For the Rockies. Ezekiel Tovar, he comes up to the plate, drives one high, deep, and just at the wall. That's going to score Buxton. Tovar, he's going to stretch it not 2, but 3 bags. He gets a triple off of it. So 6-0 in the third inning. Now, bottom of the fifth inning, Nick Anderson in. Tovar up at the plate again. He's already got a triple. He's going to keep his hot day going, as this one's also going to be extra bases. Clears the bases. He now has a triple and a double in this game, and it is 7-0, right, or 9-0. Zach Veen up. It's 11-0. Veen hits one high, deep, and gone. 13-0 in the bottom of the fifth inning. It is a slaughter in Colorado. 13-0 now. Hayden Mullins does give up runs. He was doing great through the first 6 1/3, but that's going to be an extra bagger. 2 runs came in to score, cleared the bases right there. I forget who hit that. Was it Huron? It doesn't matter now. Ryan Jensen then came into the game. 3-2 count. The pitch. This ball is driven, and it is driven a long way out of here. 13-4 now. Christian Yelich got his first home run of the season. 13-4. Rule 5 draft pick Jordan Villar's is up, and this ball is out of here. That's a home run for Villar's, extending the lead 14-4, and that would be the final score as they get a ball to the pitcher. He's going to go to first. Safe for Frelick. So Locane, he comes up. Ball is going to be hit shallow center, and no one's going to score. So then Luis Urias came up. Jensen still pitching in this game. Ground ball to shortstop, throws to first. That'll do it for the game. 14-4 opening day. No better way to start off the season for the Colorado Rockies. I went super far, but it's May 30th. First things first, I totally forgot to show the preseason predictions and everything. So they had Baltimore going 95 wins, Guardians 90, 85 for the Angels top hitters, and then in the National League, where did they have us? They had us at 88 wins, 101 for the Dodgers. St. Louis 85, 92 for the Bravos, with Soto hitting the cover off the ball. And then for top prospects, actually no, not top prospects, we want the minor league system rankings. If you hear a buzzing in the background, it's a fan. It's what's it called? It's mid-May in Pennsylvania. It's starting to heat up over here. We are right here, 24th, with Apodaca as our top prospect. We're 4 games under, so we're not in a bad spot. You can see a lot of losing, though, in May, and that's because in April, there was a time where we were 6 or 7 games above 500, and then we've just kept losing, and there was a time where we were 8 games under. The pitching has been very up and down. Stumpo I called up pretty recently. I can't really be too mad at the pitching, Cease, wow, he's gone down. Hitting has also really not been bad. Hitting has been good, and you can see Jackie Bradley Jr. tearing the cover off the ball because Byron Buxton has a herniated disc in his neck and will be out for 3 more weeks. He was hitting well. I'm like, okay, I'll call up JBJ, and look at what Jackie Bradley's given us. He's being a beast right now, so I'm going to just ride that out. Juan Soto has been a monster, 13 home runs. We'll go WRC+, Spore's favorite stat. We got Veen and Soto as the top 2. Ryan Vlade, he's hitting well. Whit Merrifield's hitting well. So overall, offense, not bad, except for Drew Romo, who's been, just absolutely awful offensively, which is, it's disappointing. OSA has him better than we do. I'm going to stick with him for now, though. I really don't think we have much to do in this episode. I guess what I'll do is this. I'll probably get through June in this episode, and we can touch base there and see where to go from said episode. Today is July 1st, 2025. And your Rockies are at 47-42, a very good month where we won every single series in the month except for the Dodgers series. And that's really why we got this hot, is because we won every series except the Dodgers. International amateurs, going to go to all players. I offered Luis Sanchez $2.5 million. I think he's a guy that can develop. He has very good traits, high leader, high work ethic, low greed. I think he's a guy that can develop. Do I know if he'll sign with us? No, but I'll take the shot that he will. Pitchers now. Starting rotation I'm happy with. Brandon Bielak has been great. Really happy about that. A good waiver pickup. Jacob Lopez, he had somewhat struggled. He had a 6.75 ERA, but a good fit. Alex Tice is back. Gossman's been fine. Tice has not been great. Gossman, yeah, he's been fine. Apodaca has struggled. He's definitely been the worst of the bunch. I might look to send him down and call Jabril easily back up. He was up briefly. Relievers have been fine with them. Dylan Floro is not doing as bad as his ERA suggests with his FIP. Same thing with Jordan Romano. So yeah, I've been fine with the bullpen. One guy that really was struggling was Dylan Cease, and I finally just decided to waive him today. I'll probably end up having to release him, sadly, because I doubt I'll get anything for him. I doubt anyone will pick him up, and he refuses to be demoted. Okay, hitters now. 344 average Whit Merrifield. I'm a genius for picking him up. Thank you. Yeah, he's been a monster. On base percentage, Soto actually won the June Hitter of the Month, which is why his numbers have skyrocketed home run-wise. Him and Veen both with 23 home runs, sort by home runs. Andrew Pinter with 18, Ryan Vlade with 13, Zico Tovar 8. Jackie Bradley Jr. stayed pretty hot. He's earned his way into the starting right field job. I'm very happy with him. Buxton's done pretty good in his way back. The only one that's really been bad has been Drew Romo, but he's made up for it defensively, being really good defensively, which is something that this team needs. And we have also good defenders like Buxton and Jackie Bradley Jr., so you take the good with the bad for him. Zico Tovar and Ryan Vlade are both perfect when it comes to stealing. We've had a lot of stolen bases. Buxton also seven swipes, not been called yet. So offensively, we've also been very, very solid. If we look over here, yeah. So we're second in runs scored, first in batting average, tied for second in home runs, fourth in stolen bases. Pitching, we're not the worst in baseball, but we have the most strikeouts, and zone rating and errors, we're right around the middle of the pack. So I'm happy with how we're doing. Now, next episode, it's going to be, the All-Star Game's actually in the right position this year. It's going to be the All-Star Game and the draft, and probably the trade deadline. I'm really happy with the Rockies right now. Let's keep going and keep this momentum happening. Maybe we can make the playoffs for the first time in this series.